Welcome to Between Two Green Berets. I'm your host, Jesse James.
And I'm Frankie Four Fingers.
And this is the death of the Democrat Party. That's what I think.
That's very, very interesting.
It's been downhill since Trump won again and they cut off all their money.
I was downhill way before then. Homie.
Yeah, that is true. All right.
They had like one chance to bring it home, and they chose Joe Biden, dying senior citizen. Yeah.
And then, he failed and got beat on the debate. And then they put Kamala Harris. And Tim Walz out of that. That's probably the weakest freaking political party or I guess presidential candidates I've ever seen for president and vice president. That was crazy. In my lifetime, definitely the weakest. Tim Walz lying about his solar valor and military stuff. He lost all of them right there, crazy. You got to be crazy to actually continue to want that in as your vice president.
I think Obama was literally their last peak,
And he was horrible. Obama was horrible.
People love Obama. There's people that hate Obama. There's people, the only thing that's crazy, bro, is nobody went and tried to shoot Obama.
Yeah,
but bro. If what's wild to me is if Trump was not white, if Trump was black, brown, or other, he would have extreme support from both sides. But because he's it's there's an attack, and I'm not defending your white privilege, but there's been an attack on these guys, on their character just because of
so the
what,
Well, I think the real thing is that they couldn't if the Democrats kept Trump and they kept down this path of this what we're doing right now, that would have been a perfect Democrat, conservative kind of thing. If they had the same thing that MAGA is doing right now, the populist movement, if they had that exact same thing in the Democrat Party and had Trump, they had Trump at one time, he was a Democrat, but they went so far left. They just kept going and going, more socialist policies, more crazy ideologies and assassinations instead of actual fact and handling the truth, the Tim Walz thing, the lying about his military career. Why? They can't even tell the truth about that. What else are we going to actually believe him in? Nothing. If you can't be hey, I think he was an E8. If I was an E8 and in the National Guard, I never deployed, but I'm a great leader. I'm strong, whatever, just Pete coming out hey, I did this in the military. I did have a drinking problem. I was an alcoholic, but I'll promise you I'll never do it again. And I think I'd rather have that honesty than lying that you were a sergeant major or something as dumb as that.
Well, you know what, dude? I have seen some trending I have to show how much I did in the homie.
Yeah,
you don't have to, dude. You're already one of the few that actually do anything.
Yeah,
so that automatically right there. And if you're worried about what your brothers and sisters think, hey, bro, we know you're a piece of shit just like us. So just calm down, dude. You don't have to, bro. You could with the Tim Kennedy thing, yo, you're a Green Beret, you're a Ranger, you're a sniper. Those are already
so far to qualify.
Good job, dude. Dude, good job. And a UFC fighter, dude. And you became successful with that. And we wanted to wanted to show all this love, But you don't have to do all that extra stuff. There's no, I don't need to show out on an interview, just because I could say anything and these people, I could make up a medal and these people will still applaud you.
Yeah. Man, to be honest, the Tim Kennedy thing, Tim Kennedy, I think is a badass. I'm not going to lie. He is a legend of legends, Dude grows up California, becomes a Green Beret. He gets his bachelor's degree, becomes a Green Beret, fights in the UFC, becomes a special forces qualified sniper, Sephardic qualified, goes to Ranger school, a well decorated soldier, badass dude, right? And he did some deployments. I think he went to Afghanistan. He went to Iraq, right? Like he did a good job. Like did his job. Like everybody wanted that. Was he cocky? Man, who isn't? Who isn't cocky? I was at one point, I was the biggest, baddest dude I ever met, and I grew up next to you, like, come on, man, so like everybody's cocky. But then he let himself go. Like there's some crazy stories. We love fisherman stories. We all do it. We all do the military stories and have fun with it and let it go, but then he kept going, man. The Bronze Star with Valor, like, bro. For anybody, the reason why it hits me like that is because, like, anytime anybody got a Valor award, friends of ours died, you know? Every time friends of ours died, you know? And to just go out there and just willy nilly that hits me so hard because, man, I don't think we've gone a year without a friend dying since we joined the military, especially getting into group.
Yo, Shay makes fun of me. She's like, all my friends are on my t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's like sad.
I
Funny, but it's sad, I
always bring it up to you, like we're like 70-year-old dudes right now living in our late 30s, like because at the age we are right now, or the age we should be at, like 70, with how many friends we have because we lost them over old age and just random things, we're there now, man. Our friend group is just so tiny, you know? But it is great quality friends. The most trustworthy, loyal. I love you guys. You guys are like Green Berets, man. My best friends. Best friends. All right, you want to end this one right here?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we appreciate you watching us. This is the Between Two Green Berets show. I'm your host, Jesse James, and make sure you guys give us a like, a share, a follow, subscribe. Check us out on social media. We're going to try to keep updating some more. This is my best friend in the whole wide world, Frankie Four Fingers.
Take it easy, everybody.